Aki, sometimes, guys, this is a very good something or an experience that I want to share with us. Sometimes I wonder where do you get the courage? Where do you get the courage? It has been happening to people, into several people, several families. You wonder somebody, a whole woman, is a married one, and then they started when they are faithful. They started when they were in good terms. They started when love was still embraced. They started when everything was going smooth. Until the rain started beating these guys. Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes it is very good. Let me ask you, why do you find it easy? We sugarcoat something in the name of cheating. But what brings all this? It's quite mischievous that in most relationships that people are in, they have turned their relationships to be a transactional businesses, whereby if you can't transact, if it doesn't have anything involving your pocket, then you no longer have nothing to negotiate in matters as love is concerned. And then imagine, as I was saying, walianza, they started, everything was cool. They thought when they come to marriage, to those that are in the marriage, when they get into the marriage, it's a bed of roses, everything is smooth, everything gonna work, until a challenge strikes, a problem strikes. Women, there is a simple secret. Your men are like puppies being trained. And when a man is treated right, and more so, not just because we have boys, but we have a few men, right? The boy child includes everybody in a long trouser, remember? But we only have a few men that can stand up and make their presence felt in the home. Even to our ladies, mark me, there are good ladies outside here with good morals, men. There are ladies outside here with good morals, ladies of value and of virtue, full of dignity, very ambitious, focused, and they work towards achieving what they want. And the best part of that is that they don't forsake their husbands. They embrace them. They make them look valuable, even when the value had gone. So, as I was saying, wameanza. Sasa shughuli ya kitanda imefanya mtu, imefika mahali, aki, this is a story. Just listen. Where do you get the guts as a married woman the first you know very well. So you don't get what belong to you in the bed. You chose now to go, you move out, and you start registering these different spirits into your soul. And you ruin the covenant that you signed into. And that's the worst thing that God doesn't allow. Whenever you break the covenant, yes, challenges are there. We have to fight every day to ensure that we meet it. And then, uh, this is a case where you find a married woman dating a lot, numerous of men out of the wedlock. You find like a woman is married but controlling over 10 women, 10 men, I mean. And everybody, each of these has a responsibility. And now the funny thing is, as a married woman, you violated the covenant, you went outside your marriage, now you invited the spirit of prostitution, and then the more you do this, the more the confusion is in the home, the more you keep quarreling. Why? Because the spirit of the spirit of prostitution, adultery has taken control. And that is what the devil wants most. The devil doesn't want to see you at least having some small sense of happiness. Yeah, because you can't tell me mm, if you sleep with several men, yes, you are satisfied. And the more unaendelea kupanuliwa tu, you are digging a well beneath your legs. You dig a well, inazidi kupanuka, the same time you say that you are now satisfied, and there is a peanut or a handouts you receive from this your man in terms of cash. They give you something small, at least you feel they care, but this is a transactional relationships out of your wedlock. And now, when you keep on having chaos, because the spirit of confusion is still there to confuse you people and to create more troubles day after day, and then in the process of you quarreling, you detach yourself from one another. And now, the more you start detaching yourself from one another, that is when you will start realizing the feeling you used to have for your husband is no more. The feeling you used to have for your woman, your wife, it's no more. Why? The spirit of confusion has taken control. And again, don't forget to remember, in some homes, the so-called side chicks has helped a greater percentage to a point some homes are now straight and their marriages are standing and working right now because of such people. I don't know where you get the guards. You start in the name of akianza kucheat. If he has started it, I give him double. Don't put your life into risk and test. Everybody has a race to choose and a path to walk in. If you choose to walk in the path of prostitution, even when you are married, you'll never get satisfied. You don't need to run, because When the spirit has entered of confusion, call the master. And the grand master you need to call here is God Himself. Because He is the only one with a way out to control this. Mhm. And then you find somebody, they start thinking. Now, today, it reaches a point, a married woman, you are spending within a week, you have two different men going below, different spirits welcomed, signing into their DNAs, violating the covenants. Within a month, you have more than four men, plus your husband, the fifth one, plus those that are on standby. What are you doing? Even to you, gentlemen, if you are married, focus with your family and with your wife. Don't see that woman at home very stupid. If she chose to stay and to find a very good reason to stay with you, even after finding you and you quarrel out of numerous cases, she still chose you over all these are those that happened. Treat that woman with a lot of respect and with a lot of dignity. Gentlemen, don't think that whenever you find some smaller change, now you can hire women and work under them thoroughly, forgetting that you have a beautiful wife that has the best than them, and this is offered to you for free for a lifetime. Even the bicycle, if you doesn't maintain it, it can't last long. Maintain your bicycle and enjoy riding it, and make people ask you, how did you or what are you doing to maintain your bike? Mhm. You might, and this I'm talking in general, in both relationship, be it a boyfriend or whatever you call it. Let me tell you people, the calabash is soft and smooth in the outside, but the inside is rough, and the content it carries becomes of more significant and importance. You carry a porridge with a calabash, inside is rough, outside is smooth. You might think that in that relationship or in the marriage, you call it, it's very rough and it feels like a hell. And the only option to do is at least to look for a comforter that will be helping you to satisfy your human desire, the body, which is right. You can't prepare ugali for such. When the body wants it, you understand. When the engine is ignited, you need to make the feeling go crazy. Yeah. And then after having, like, I'm just back there, but I'm giving it in two dimensions. Women, stay in your marriages. And more so when you have somebody that is responsible, that knows and take good care of you no matter what, that is officially known to be having you. Mm-mm. What if you compete yourself with your man and then you become the first to fall sick na uambukize familia yako virusi? ama ulete magonjwa, sijui ni magonjwa ya zinaa or whatever, how do we call it? Some diseases that somebody cannot even imagine that is what they could meet in life. Your life, you are the own driver. There are certain things we don't need to do is when we blame God. Control your life and help God guide you on how to keep moving in the same spirit. And there are certain battles that you can't fight in the flesh until confirm in the spirit, and you allow God to take charge. The man will definitely come back and calm down under your feet. You can't expect a good fruit when you yourself, you are a rotten fruit in the basket that you make other fruits go bad without you realizing that you are now terrible. To the human life than a transformer exploding once in a while. How can you dip yourself? You dig your grave and bury yourself. And then when you realize now it is getting tougher, you start calling people to come and remove you from the bondage you tied yourself. No. Marriage is very nice, very beautiful, but only when you respect yourself. It's full of challenges, guys. But God Himself has a way on how He models and mechanizes people. When you see somebody is now uncontrollable and operating at a terrific speed beyond repair, the only engineer and the only mechanic that can make a new model of the same version of you is God. Without that, it's high time. Women, it's very simple. Men respect and value women that respect themselves. Don't expect a man to respect you when you don't have even a little regard and respect for yourself. Don't expect a man to give you happiness when you yourself, you don't make and strategize on how you can work on your own happiness. Don't expect a man to set for you a standard as a woman into which you live, and yet you can make the standard and you fit within the set standards of life that both of you have understood and have been well operating within that system, because the system that might work for me is not the system that will work for you. No man will respect a disrespectful woman. When you can't expect to be treated like something of value, when you yourself as a woman, you don't see the value of a woman in you. You don't. As a woman, set the standard. Even a young girl, a young lady, you are not yet into the marriage life, but your age is ripe for the same. Make some simple standards that will give way for a man that will be coming to indulge themselves in your life, and they understand how you operate, to set their own standards on how they will be doing what? They will give you that approach and help you maintain the code. And without doing that, don't expect somebody else to give you happiness. Don't expect somebody to recognize you before you recognize yourself. Don't let me think, or don't let you think that I'm gonna value you when you've not valued yourself. I'm gonna respect you when you don't have even a little respect for a chicken around you. You don't expect me to be well behaved around you as a gentleman when you are ill mannered. It's high time, guys, and this message goes for both ladies and gentlemen. Let's learn to respect ourselves. Let's make people subscribe into the level of respect and the dignity we have. You have a name to keep that will even rhyme faster than you. Before you reach a particular destination, your name is already there. What kind of impression are you giving yourself? What kind of an impression are you giving yourself? The impressions that we do give ourselves, it reaches a point that we even end up lying. If you start cheating yourself, you lying to your own self, what do you think your inner spirit will do to you? What do you think your inner spirit will do to you? So we need to be very extra careful. And then we pay attention into what we are working on or what we are operating. And by so doing this, it becomes very natural, very lively, and becomes beautiful of all our times. Keep your value. Let people understand why we need to keep ourselves vigilant on all areas or in all areas of our jurisdiction. Let's act, let us act and perform within our capacity and the level of productivity based on what best we can do to maintain our peace, to love ourselves, to give ourselves a joy, and to have a sense of self-worth for us. It's when we sell ourselves out to people that will make us much more stronger and keep us going as far as we are active into this life. Mhm. The activities we do will definitely, and that's the very best thing of all that we intend to have. Don't waste yourself. Program yourself, plan yourself out, and let those that are coming into your life rearrange themselves, realign themselves into the setup system that you've set for yourself and your family to be in. Let everything work within the setup that you place forth within that particular environment. And that's why if you find this video, kindly guys, don't forget to share the video here. Like, watch to the completion and try to ask a few questions. Let me see and answer and even thank you. Don't waste yourself. Work on yourself. Make yourself straight and ensure that everything you work on is the same thing you've been working on and it's the same thing that has been feeding you for a while. And with that respect, God will open ways for you for your prosperity. Remember, your wealth is with the people, and for the people, you interact with them, you release your wealth. So the spirit of confusion that is brought with the spirit of psychobus that is associated with the prostitution to toke hapo. Learn how to straighten your family and remain focused always. And that gonna mark the very best event of our entire lifetime.